Hey folks, Randy with Pete's RV TV here today. Another quick tip segment for you. I just want to take a couple minutes and show you some of the things that I bring with me when I go camping. I take a lot of phone calls from customers that have small problems while they're camping that do arise. And when I direct them on the best way to take care of that problem, they need a couple tools that they may not have with them. So if you put together a basic toolkit when you go camping, leave it right in the camper, no problem whatsoever. We can talk you through most anything. So some of the things that I bring with me is, first of all, I always bring some sort of light source, either something I can put on my head, or this little guy right here is kind of neat. We sell them in the store. It's got a magnet on the back so we can stick it to a piece of metal in the camper where I'm working, or it's got a hook on it, and it gives me some light underneath the cabinet or in the front storage compartment or by the battery, because nothing ever goes wrong in the daylight. It always happens at night, unless if you go camping with me. So couple lights, which are nice to have, or even if you got just a regular flashlight that you store and keep charged in the camper. Another thing I bring is I've got a bag of fuses. So every fuse, every camper has multiple different size fuses in them, so I kind of got a bag of just a variety of everything that I run into in a camper, and good thing to have with me. Roll of electrical tape, never know. And you can fix most anything with electrical tape if needed. I also bring some crimp connectors, which you can buy in a kit like at your local home goods store or something like that. And these are just if I have to reattach a wire, or we have to shorten something up, or we have a mishap or something pulled loose, just to be able to make a crimp connection is nice. That will also work in conjunction with a pair of crimping pliers. And again, sometimes the kits you purchase will come with an inexpensive pair of pliers that you can use to get by for the weekend. Now, most campers are built with screws, obviously, and the type of screws they use are a square tip, or a screw head has got a square tip, so you need a special square tip to go to those screws, and that's this guy right here. If Josh can pan in on it, and you'll see I got a Phillips right next to it. Most people have a Phillips because that's what we have at home. Campers are a little odd, and they require that square tip. So this kit that I purchased from, again, one of the local box stores, it's a Milwaukee kit. I think it costs like $20. It's got everything I need in it. It's got a screw acceptor for my screw gun. You will need a screw gun as well. And it's got the square tips. It's got Phillips. It's got a couple Torx here, and it's got spares of all, because if you lose them like I do, nice to have a spare. But anyway, for the cost of this kit, I think it's just a great kit to, I have one at home and one in my local carry around toolbox that I do bring with me when I go camping. Sheetrock knife or a box cutter. This one actually folds up like a jackknife. I actually carry this one with me all the time, right in the pocket of my pants, but good to have. You never know when you're going to need that. Wire strippers and cutters. Again, if we have an electrical problem, a lot of the times we can talk you through it, or you can find it very easily yourself, but having a good pair of strippers on board, it makes that job a lot easier for us, stripping that wire back. I like to bring a couple pair of channel locks if I've got a plumbing issue, and usually I can get by with a binder if I got to tighten something up with the channel locks. And again, these can be purchased at your local box store. Christmas is a great time to pick this stuff up because they've usually got kits on sale, relatively low price, and you don't need the best ones. A lot of these tools are very expensive tools. This is how I make my living. You don't need the best tools for your basic kit that you keep in your camper. I usually will carry a Phillips and a regular screwdriver. These are like mid-size, so they're pretty much good for almost every application unless it's something specific. We've already talked about the crimpers. I do carry a pair of side cutters with me. Sometimes these are just a little easier to make a cut close to something or pull a staple out that may be in our carpet or what have you. But again, pair of side cutters. Needle nose. You can always get yourself out of a bind with a pair of needle nose, especially when you drop something in that spot that my little fat fingers can't get into. Needle nose makes it very easy for that. There is some neat small kits out there. Again, the big box stores, Sears, all of them have kits that have a couple different size open-end box wrenches. This is one of the ones I carry in the small kit that I have that's all over my toolbox because I left it open. I also bring a couple of adjustable wrenches with me as well. Reason for the adjustable wrenches is they're adjustable. We can use them for almost any size, anything to get you out of a bind. Again, these aren't tools to fix the problem per se, but enough to get us by for the weekend before you can get it in for service and get it repaired appropriately. An electrical tester. This particular one right here is for 120 volt power. Pretty much I'm just going to plug it into the outlet and it'll tell me if my power is good, tell me if it's wired properly, and tell me if power is present. So that's a good one. I take phone calls a lot where my TV is not working. Well, do you have power at the outlet? I don't know, Randy. Well, I'm having you plug something else in, but if you've got a quick electrical tester to plug it in, then you can tell me. This guy right here is for checking 12-volt power. It's called a stab tester, 12-volt tester. We'd hook this end to ground or anything pretty much metal on the camper, and then we can test our fuses with this guy here. I'm going to have Josh pan in on one of these fuses here. This is a great way to test our fuses. So if you can pan right in on that and see the two metal tabs on either side of the 40 there, Josh. Each one of those is a test point, so I can test if I've got power coming in the fuse, and I can test if I've got power going out of the fuse. So when you're looking at a whole fuse panel and you're trying to determine which one is the one for your furnace or your LP detector or something like that, which is labeled incorrectly, by testing both sides of all the fuses, we can quickly determine whether one is blown or not. And again, we would do that in conjunction with this tester here. This will also test if we've got power at breakers and things like that on the 12-volt side of things. So when you call me up and tell me that your slide out's not going out, I'm going to ask you if you've got 12-volt power to the breaker going through the breaker to the slide out. This is a great way to test that. This is another tester that I carry with me, kind of on the same lines of this one here, but I can actually put this next to any wire and it'll tell if it's a 120-volt wire, and it'll tell me if I have voltage present rather than putting it into an outlet. It's called a Wiggy tester. Multimeter. This is what I love for customers to have because we can do all sorts of testing with this guy here. Not everyone's going to put this in their toolbox that they keep in their camper because these can be a little bit more pricey. But if you've got like an inexpensive version of this and one of these, which aren't too bad, we can usually get by anything. So anyway, there's just some of the tools that I bring with me camping, and again, enough to get you out of trouble and a pinch. Maybe not make the final repair, but definitely continue on with your camping weekend if you are having a small problem. So just wanted to share that with you guys, and if you're looking for presents for Father's Day, birthdays, or even Christmas, great time to put this little toolkit together, and can be done for relatively inexpensive on the Father's Day, on the Christmas side of things, because that's when we see a lot of tools on sale at our local box stores. So thanks for watching Quick Tips with Randy today. Look forward to seeing you on the road, and happy camping.